Kelly, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be starting my vlog that I've been planning on since the beginning of the year. I am going to be rereading a series that I have only read once, and that was 15 years ago, in my teens, and that is the Twilight series. I'm getting ready for the new book coming out in August, Midnight Sun, from Edward's perspective. And I was a twihard in school. My 10th grade year, this book got me some of my best friends that I still talk to this day. It gave me a friend group that I stayed with the rest of my high school years. This book helped me through the rest of high school. Let me put it that way. My 9th grade year, I was not happy. I was a loner, and my middle school friends, they went off in different cliques, and yeah. So, this book, I saw a couple of people reading it that was, we weren't in cliques, we were just like floaters. Like, we had certain friends in each group, and that was kind of how it was through the rest of high school for me. But I was mostly in one clique, and I was just like, what's it about? And this girl who was new and only went to my school 1 year, but we still talk, and she was like, it's about vampires. And I was like, whoa. And I like Buffy. And she goes, and it's got werewolves. And I was like, yes, sold. And she went to the library with me, and we put it on hold because there was a long line. So I didn't get to read it right away, but I read it in like 2 days. And yeah, so I'm going to be rereading it. And I remember just falling in love with that word. And then my junior year, me and Casey started dating. So, and some of the things that Edward did with Bella, like waiting outside her door, her classroom door, Casey did the same thing. And so, and I remember those parts because it is so prominent to my relationship. And yeah, so I'm going to be starting this tonight. It is June 5th. It's Friday, and I'm hoping that I read it in like a couple days and that it doesn't take long. I don't think it will take too long, but yeah. And then I'm going to be watching a movie. My husband loves the movies. My husband does not read. He watches the adaptations. If I tell him, if he sees a movie and he goes, is this a book? And I go, yes. And he was like, okay, well, go ahead and read the book and then we'll watch it together. That's how he is. But sometimes he likes the movie. Even though I say, oh, that didn't happen. He hates watching adaptations with me. So, I'm just very freaking excited to read this book. And I know it gets a lot of hate. I'm hoping it lives up to my expectations. Right now on Goodreads, it's a 5-star. But I have a feeling that it's going to go way down. Not way down, but it's going to drop a star, probably. And I'm going to go ahead and start, and we'll check back in with y'all tomorrow. I'm so excited. And my daughters are wanting to watch the movies too. Funny thing, the movie came out when I was pregnant with Samantha, and the only way to calm Samantha down sometimes was to pop her in front of the TV and her bouncer and just play the movie Twilight, and it calmed her down. I don't know why, but we haven't watched it since she was she hasn't watched it. But yeah, I haven't sat down and watched it in like a good 2 or 3 years. Since Breaking Dawn Part 2 came out, because I went to the drive-in with Casey and we watched the last movie. And I think that's the last time we actually sat down and watched all of the movies. But yeah, I'm just so ready to reread this. Alright, I'm gonna get started and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. So it is a couple days later and I've finished Twilight. I didn't do updates like I wanted to because of everything going on. I just didn't want to do anything. And I'm trying to find ways to change how we are as a family, and I'm trying to find more ways to incorporate teaching my children about racism and the LGBTQIA AI. I think I get those two mixed up. The LGBT community, since it's Pride Month, I'm already in the middle of this one. It is June 10th, it's Wednesday, and I'm also trying to process how I'm going to move forward with some of my already filmed videos, because they include Harry Potter, and I do not condone J.K. Rowling's tweets, and yeah, so I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to just scrap those videos completely, and also I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to move forward with Harry Potter and my children. So but anyways, I finished Twilight. I gave it a 4 out of 5. I said my rating was going to go down, and it did. But the whole time I was reading it, I was just comparing this to the movie, and it just made me more pissed off that the movie got it so wrong. And I was like, Alice said that, or Rosalie said that in the movie, not Alice. And it's just okay. So, and they put scenes in the movie that wasn't even in the book. But I absolutely loved it. All the fluffy bits, it just reminded me of me and my husband when we were in high school. And Snow's in his cage, if you can hear that. He's put up because I'm about to clean my room, and he goes ballistic with the vacuum. But anyways, he's in his cage and he's throwing a fit. But yeah, I wish they would have kept the movie adaptation truer to the book and had different actors. Bella in the movie wasn't much as a klutz as the book Bella. And I wish they would have kept Laurent, Victoria, and James similar, close to the characteristics that they had in the book, and actually all of it the same, like the hotel room. I wish they would have kept all of that, and running away at the airport, the whole thing. It was just, but yeah. And I forgot some things, obviously, because I only read it once before, and I've been watching the movie more than reading the book. Now I'm on to my least favorite one, which is New Moon. When I read this in high school, I was irritated as fuck, because I got to a page and it said a month, and then I turned the page and it said another month, and then I turned the page and it said another month, and I was like, I did not like that whatsoever. I thought it was a waste of pages. And yeah, my mom, she heard that rant. But yeah, I'm only 2 chapters in, and yeah. So this reread is not going how I expected it, but hey, you can't predict the future. So I will see you hopefully tomorrow with another update. I'm not gonna wait until I finish reading this one for another update, because my review just now. Oh, and I forgot about Lauren. She wasn't in the movies at all. They cut her character out completely. But yeah, I read Lauren's name and I was like, who the fuck's Lauren? And she hated Bella with a passion. Probably because Edward didn't give her the time of day. And so, yeah. And then the part about Port Angeles where Edward came to save Bella from the guys. I'm tired. I haven't been sleeping well, so that's why I look rough. Okay. I'm gonna go read. Hey guys, update time. I am still reading New Moon. I'm on page 404. That's chapter 18. And Alice just came back because she saw Bella jumping off the cliff, and Harry has just passed away, and so Charlie is helping Sue make his funeral arrangements. Ignore my cat. He's meowing because I need to give him some food. And I fed him earlier and he's done ate all his food. Anyways, I'm going to be finishing New Moon tomorrow. But, surprisingly, I am enjoying it a lot more than I did the first reread. No, I'm enjoying it a whole lot more. I forgot most of what happened. Very different from the movie. Once again, I was expecting certain things to happen and they didn't. They ended up going a different way. And yeah. I'm just ready to read this bit because that's the Italy and saving Edward from the Volturi, and we're meeting the Volturi for the first time. I like Jacob a little bit more than I did. I was not team Jacob whatsoever. I did not like Jacob. He was encroaching on Edward's territory. Jacob done broke the treaty. Okay? And but now I like pre-werewolf Jacob with the long hair. I don't know what it is about men and long hair. If they can do a ponytail or a man bun, I'm all for that. I like a man bun on a man with some facial hair. All my husband has is facial hair. And yeah, my husband does not look good with long hair. He's tried it. There's photo evidence. No, not good. Anyways, pre-werewolf Jacob. I like his looks. He's attractive. I was still irritated with the months like October, November, December, January. I totally forgot that it was 4 months, not 3. See, I'm suppressing that bad memory. Also, I think it could have been condensed a little bit, because do we really need to read about her multiple observations of how hot, like temperature wise, Jacob is, and the weather? Do we really? No, we didn't. So this definitely could have been condensed, but I am enjoying it a whole lot more. And we're gonna be watching Twilight and New Moon on Saturday. So I need to finish this, and we're gonna watch the movies on Saturday, and then I'm gonna start Eclipse, because they're starting. Twilight and New Moon are starting to run together, and the whole time I'm reading this, I'm still thinking, what happened in the movie? I'm starting to think about the third movie while I'm reading this, and I'm getting confused. So, also, I just realized that Aro, not Marcus, not Cass. Caius. The one with the Volturi with the black hair, Aro. That's Aziraphale on Good Omens. He was an angel. On the Amazon show. Loved the show better than the movie. because I'll just laugh my ass off in the first 5 minutes. But anyways, we're not talking about Good Omens. We're talking about Twilight. Yeah. I'm still excited to read Midnight Sun in August. Haven't pre-ordered it yet. I gotta do that. But yeah, that's my update. That's not much because I don't want to spoil it for people who are watching and has not read these books. You've probably seen the movies or you not. If I did spoil it, I'm sorry. I will have like a little spoiler down in the description. You should already notice it. But if I did spoil you and you're pissed off, sorry. That's what you get for not reading. But anyways, I wish we could have gotten the conversation between Charlie and Alice in the movie, because that was a good conversation. If that was in the movie would have been so much better, because they didn't just jump straight into the car and head for Italy like in the movie. But anyways, that's my update. I'm going to finish this tomorrow and I'll update you again. Take time. I am on chapter 21. Alice and Bella are in Italy, and Edward just tried to go into the sun and Bella stopped him. And now they're... Excuse me, I'm eating supper. And they just went underground to where the Volturi reside. And Bella's just seen Jane, which Dakota Fanning did an amazing job as Jane. I like that casting. And this is my favorite part of this book. I don't know why people harp on the books. The writings, I don't care about the writing style. And Bella did grow some as a character in this part, I feel. And it broke my heart when she was just getting close to Jacob, and then Alice says, Edward. Her brain does complete 180, flips, and yeah. I wish they would have shown more of the plane journey, because I would have loved to see Alice like daze or dazzle the I would have loved to see Alice dazzle the steward, the stewardess, the steward, the plane steward. I don't know the term for male flight attendant. A steward? Yeah. And I've always been intrigued about this cover, what it was. When I first read it, I didn't know what it was. I knew it was a flower, and I just looked it up because 15 years later, I still don't know. It is a ruffled tulip. The flower for New Moon is a ruffled tulip. It represents Bella and how she wilts, but does not die in the experience in New Moon. It is meant to show strength and beauty. Huh. The red parts are meant to symbolize her blood where she smashes the bowl the flowers were in. It was a turning point. The apple is forbidden fruit. The ribbon for eclipse represents the ties of love and friendship. Although they're tearing apart, they're still hanging on by threads, not completely tarnished. And the pawn represents the old Bella at her weakest state of being, only going in one direction. And then the queen represents her at the strongest after she was turned into a vampire. And she can go in any direction. The symbolism, it's very... Okay. Yeah, I like the symbolisms. And I really want to open my exclusive dust jackets and look at them closer. But I need another set of hardbacks. Or the white editions. But I don't have $60 right now to buy the white editions. I finished New Moon. And I'm keeping my rating the same for this one, 4 out of 5 stars, because I think it could have been condensed. If Stephanie Meyer didn't put in the word calculus so many times like she did, I probably would have been okay, but yeah. And I kind of swooned a little when Edward asked Bella to marry him again. Yeah. But surprisingly, I didn't remember, I thought the Jacob meeting Bella and Edward to talk about the treaty, I thought that happened in Eclipse. So, yeah, so I finished, and I'm just ready for the wedding now. But I know that they have to do the big battle in that one, and I am trying to make a decision on whether I want to read The Second Life of Bree Tanner after I read this one, because I have it, and when the first time I read it, I was in the middle of moving. We were moving out of our rental into this house that we bought, and the only thing I remember is her being in pain. That's the only thing I remember from my read, so I may reread it again and include it in this video, and then I'm going to go to Breaking Dawn. But I'm not going to be rereading the official illustrated guide that I also bought. I bought all the books because, like I said, Twilight. But yeah, I enjoyed this more than the first time I read it, because being a teenager, I was Team Edward. I didn't really like Jacob, and then reading it with a fresh perspective, it was enjoyable. Yeah. So, and every time Arrow, I don't remember how to pronounce his name. Every time his character came up at the very end, I just kept picturing Aziraphale from Good Omens. Not Good Deeds. Good Omens, yeah. So, 4 out of 5. Yeah, I thought I was gonna bash this book again, like I hated it, didn't have Edward, and just, I'm not a teenager anymore. So, yes. And now I'm going to start Eclipse tomorrow, June 13th, because I'm tired. I have a headache. Is it? What? Oh, I can't. Okay, I need to fix my planner, because apparently there was 2 June 10ths to me. I am slowly reading Eclipse. Started it, I think, on Friday or Saturday, and it's Tuesday, and I'm only on chapter 6, 131 pages in. I don't know why I'm reading this one so slowly. We watched Twilight and New Moon on Sunday. Me and Casey watched it with our kids, and I've already told y'all that Twilight, I used to play it for my oldest when she was a baby, and I'd calm her right down. Anyways, first chapter. How is Charlie still alive? I mean, he put a jar of pasta with the lid still on in the microwave. How is that man still alive? How? I know he's a fictional character, but how? And I forgot what else I was going to talk about. Yeah, the next chapter is called Switzerland. That's what the, where I got the saying from. If I'm in between arguments, like my parents or the sisters, not my sisters, but Sammy and Ari, I'm Switzerland. Don't come to me. I will not choose a side. I've always been Switzerland, even in school, during those petty elementary school. She's my friend. No, she's my friend. I'm Switzerland. I will not be your friend whatsoever. Don't put me in that position. But yeah, I just want Bella to punch Jake in the face, to be like, stop being such a asshole. Yeah, so I'm gonna read some more. I don't remember much about this one besides Victoria's coven that she's making, and that's pretty much it. I keep picturing the mountaintop in the snowstorm where Edward can't warm up Bella, so Jacob ends up having to do it, and Jacob is just a smug asshole. This is one of the reasons why I don't like Jacob. I hate arrogant, smug assholes. So, that's my update. And, yeah, I'm going to go take a shower. I need to wash this mop. And then I'm going to come read some more and go to bed because I have a headache. And me working at 10 o'clock at night is not helping. I need to set some work hours for real. Okay. I'll see y'all later. Hey guys, update and ignore the laundry. I have, I think, a chapter or two left in Eclipse. It is June 20th. I've been reading this book for a week. I thought I was going to get through it quicker, but the weather and appointments, doctor's appointments. My kids finally had their checkups for the year, and then they had to get shots because our doctor changed how she gives shots now, so that's like and I'm dealing with that. But I just got through with the part of they just had a battle between the newborns and the Cullens and the werewolves joining together, and Jane asking Felix to take out Bree. I was going to read The Second Life of Bree Tanner after this one, but I have a huge stack of library books that are due back in 3 weeks, so I need to focus on them. So I'm going to, of course, finish Twilight, the series. I want to start breaking down right after this one. And yeah, another thing is reading when the battle was done and Bella went back home to talk to Charlie, and Charlie was giving all that info dump on Jacob and how Carlisle had to re-break fractures, and that Jacob was cussing up a storm, and that he was talking about the wolves and how Billy was distracted. It was just a big info dump, and I was so freaking bored. And I'm so glad that they did it differently in the movie. That part I was okay with, but I was just so bored, and it seemed like Charlie was like, yeah, this and this, and the wolves, they were so loud, man, and Jacob was just a cussing up a storm. It was boring to read. And Charlie is one of my favorite characters. But yeah, I like how they did that scene in the movie. I think they did that spectacular. And Bella laying with Jacob in the bed while he's recovering and his bones are growing back together. I laughed really loudly when Jacob said he was stoned because Carlisle didn't know how much morphine to give him. That was just funny. And it was kind of a little sad that they were talking about a future they knew both of them wanted and conceived, but was not going to happen. And it seemed like Bella was a little, what's the word? Like, she was regretful for meeting Edward because but then if Jacob would have still became a werewolf, he would have had that possibility to imprint on somebody else while he was with Bella, and that would have been horrible. But I do want to, I'm thinking, how would Bella and Jacob be like a switch. And I don't think that about all my ships. Like Bella and Edward, that's my main ship. But what if Bella and Jacob did get together and he ended up imprinting on someone else and not Renesmee? Okay, that's my update. I'm gonna go finish this and start Breaking Dawn. Hey guys, it's Kelly. It's time for another update. I have started part 3 of Breaking Dawn. I'm almost done. The first time I read this, the only time I read this, I did not like it because I did not like the names that Bella picked out for her baby. Renesmee, Edward Jacob, EJ. Really? You're gonna name your son, give your son a middle name of the guy you are in love with, along with his father? That was a teen move. Like, oh, I'm gonna name all my children after my love. Not great writing. I really enjoyed Jacob's part. When I first read it, I did not like Jacob at all. I hated his part. I did not care. I was skimming through it because I don't remember reading any of it. And why is there a table of contents for Bella's parts but not Jacob's? That was just like crappy formatting. And I'm in love with this cover. This got me obsessed with chess pieces. The names for the baby that she picked out was just crap. Very teenagery. Plus, I read this when I was pregnant with my first daughter, Samantha. And I was 17. Yeah. I read this when I was 17. And I did not relate. I was like, of course you couldn't relate. I didn't have a half vampire child, but I beg to differ now. She doesn't sleep. She is a very light sleeper. She always has been. And so, she might be part vampire. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to finish this. Hopefully tomorrow. I got this part left. But yeah. Because I got some other books to read that need to go back to the library. I like Jacob's part better because it made me laugh myself. I don't remember laughing the first time I read it. When Jacob and Leah were picking on Seth, like, and Leah goes, oh yeah, he was dropped on his head when he was a baby. And maybe chewed on the crib bars too. Were they in, and Jacob goes, were they made of lead paint? I lost it. And Jacob and Rosalie arguing and bickering, and Rosalie making the bowl kind of like a dog bowl and scratching Fido onto the side. That was funny. But I enjoyed Jacob's part way more than Bella's parts, and that's a complete 180 than when I first read it. Okay, last update. I have finished reading Breaking Dawn. I am finished with my Twilight series reread. And I gave all the books 4 stars. Yeah. Okay, so a couple things. The only thing that bothered me in this book was the names that Bella chose for her children. I've already talked about that. And another thing, it seems like at the very end there were so many more grammatical errors, and that even the editor was like rushing, reading, like trying to get to the action scene that was not there. Like the editor wanted to get to the very end, and they just did a shit job of editing. And so there was a lot of errors in this book, and I was just like, I I wanted to take my little red pen and just circle all the ones that I saw, but I didn't. So yeah, it's very filled with grammatical errors. The writing sucks, and I wish that there was action, because the movie showed action. It showed a fight. There's no fighting at all whatsoever. That's not even a premonition of a fight that Alice had. And it was just good job on the writers for the movie part for that, but Stephanie Meyer, come on now. When Bella and Edward start saying goodbye to Renesmee in the clearing, when they're all grouping together and saying bye to each other, and while the Volturi are trying to get past the shield, Bella's shield, and coming to a verdict, which just waiting, it brought tears to my eyes. Bella and Edward saying bye to Renesmee and putting her on Jacob's back. I don't know why, but that shit gets me, okay? I could not imagine saying bye to my children. That just, I mean, I can say bye to them for like an hour or two, but not forever to save them. It brought tears to my eyes. I wanted to just put the book down and just have a good cry. It probably would have helped my mood a lot. But yeah, the first time I read it, I was pregnant, so I didn't have that connection. And those feels, it hit me right in the feels. And then at the end, Bella letting Edward into her mind, pulling back her shield, I wanted more. I just wanted more. Because Bella and Edward, they're solid. I mean, Team Edward all the way, man. I always thought Casey was my Edward, but now he's just more like a caveman. I'm sorry to say that. I love my husband, but okay, so I'm done with my reread. 4 stars for every book, so a 4-star series. There's some problems. I understand the difficulties. I understand the writing, just bad. I still want to. I've read The Host in high school, and I want to reread it. That movie was just bad also. That is it. I hope you enjoyed in my thoughts for the month of June. I'm still going to do a wrap up, or this may be my wrap up, who the hell knows. I'm about to start another book, a nonfiction. I have not read a nonfiction since March or April. I don't remember. So yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video.